I want to talk to you about FamZoo, and FamZoo is a great app. It's a great platform for all kinds of things. But FamZoo actually also has a series of prepaid cards that you can actually use for your family, for your children, and for all kinds of stuff. So I want to really give you a review of FamZoo today. I want to talk to you about the pros and cons, the alternatives, the cost, everything. So here is a quick summary for you. When you think about FamZoo this year, I want you to think about a virtual family bank to teach your kids about money. So from an efficiency point of view, FamZoo is pretty good because really it instills a layer of financial literacy into your family. So that's really good. And FamZoo allows you to have an easy way to manage your children's allowance, for instance. Okay, and you also have a no fee free ATM network. So basically, you're not going to be paying tens of dollars to when it comes to ATM fees. Okay, so think about FamZoo as a prepaid card that gives you flexibility. Okay, so basically, the pricing you can pay $5.99 per month, $25.99 for 6 months. You have $39.99 for 12 months, or $59.99 for 24 months. Okay, and in terms of money loading options, you have bank transfer, you have direct deposit, pop money, cash, and digital wallet. So that's really good. And you have promotions up to a free 2 months. I mean, up to 2 free months. So that's really good. The ability to actually have a discount of 2 months. That's really good. So FamZoo actually started 20 years ago. So it's been around for 20 years now. They started in 2006. Okay. So the idea behind it is pretty simple. As the parents, you will set up a virtual family bank for your children. You are the bank owner, while your kids are the customer. And you can create an account for each of your customers and have them deposit money they have earned and money they want to spend on their individual accounts. Okay, so remember, your customers are your kids. Okay, and so FamZoo allows you as a parent to set up a virtual family bank for your children with IOU accounts or prepaid card accounts. So that's really good from a flexibility point of view. So the pros and cons, when you think about FamZoo from that point of view, the pros, you have IOU or prepaid card accounts, instant transfers. You can automate allowances and expenses. So from a cash inflow, cash outflow point of view, you are able to have a clear idea of what's really happening, and you can set parent paid or parent defined interest rate on saving and loans. What about the cons when it comes to FamZoo this year? Well, you can't withdraw or deposit cash for free. It's not ideal for teaching kids how to invest and requires ongoing paid subscription. So let me talk to you about the details here. When you think about FamZoo, what are the details? What does FamZoo really offer, like for real? Well, FamZoo allows you to set up 2 types of accounts. So only 2. You have IOU accounts or prepaid card accounts. So if you're listening to me right now and you are a parent, you have to really choose either or. So let me go a little deeper in terms of the explanation here. So let me first talk about IOU accounts. So an IOU account simply tracks the money you are holding elsewhere for your child's account. So if your child earns money for, let's say, performing chores, or they hand you the money they just earned from mowing your neighbor's lawn, you credit their FamZoo account. So this is pretty straightforward. On the other hand, you can also deduct money from your child's account for penalties, quote unquote penalties, or shared expenses. Let me give you an example. Let's say your child decides to buy a new video game with parts of his or her funds. You pay for the game yourself with your debit card, credit card, or cash, and then debit your child's FamZoo account. And credits and debits can both be set up automatically. For example, FamZoo could be set up to automatically credit your child's with, let's say, $10 every week for their allowance, $15, $20, okay? Or you could set up a monthly debit of $5 from their account as their shared portion of the family's Netflix subscription. So it's all about teaching the child, about financial literacy, okay? You can also teach kids about the power of interest. So what happens here is that you have through an IOU account, you really are instilling an extra layer of financial literacy, because with FamZoo, it's very easy to set savings goals and automatically pay your kids an interest rate on the money that he or she assigns as savings. Okay, note that this is fully parent paid interest. FamZoo does not pay interest itself on the funds that are loaded on its card. This is something that you are doing at the parent level. Okay, this is something that's happening at the parent level. So, as a parent, you can also make loans to your children and charge an interest rate on the repayment through the use of both of these tools. As a parent, you can help kids become more aware of how interest can add or take away from their bottom line over time. So I spoke to you about the IOU that you have with FamZoo, right? Now let's talk about the prepaid card accounts. This is the other option that you have through FamZoo this year. So a prepaid card account is exactly what it sounds like. So using a prepaid MasterCard card, your child can pay for purchases with real money without getting into debt. Okay, so this is kind of cool because it really it has a strong layer of financial clarity into it. Here are some perks when it comes to a prepaid card compared to cash, for instance. It teaches children the art of owning a card responsibly, which is really great because they are going to own cards all their lives until they're like their 80s or 90s. So it's important to really learn this from the get-go very early on. And also a prepaid card actually is safer. If it gets lost or stolen, the FamZoo card can be locked immediately. It is convenient for online purchases, something that has become more common and preferred, especially if you have, let's say, many kids and you want to really give each of them a prepaid card. Okay, money can be moved between parents and children within a matter of minutes without hassle. This is kind of cool. And transparency really also is an extra layer when it comes to the FamZoo prepaid card. Okay. Since your accounts are linked, you can see what your child is doing with his card or her card and sees those teachable moments to talk about wise spending when the need arises. And a card is just cleaner, really, because it really gives you transparency too. So basically, cash is handled by so many people in its lifetime and could be carrying a few million bacteria. I mean, that's really important. So the bottom line here is that you can order one card for each child. You will have a parent card with which you can make transfers to your child's card. So you have the flexibility there. And you can also do multiple cards for multiple financial goals. For example, through a FamZoo, you could have a card for lunch money. You can have a FamZoo lunch card FamZoo lunch card. You can also use the FamZoo card for saving for a trip, or a card that's only used for buying clothes. It really depends on you. Let me go a little more deeper in terms of the cost. I spoke to you a little earlier about cost, but now I want to really go a little more granular so you have a clear idea about the cost. So when you think about FamZoo, I want you to look on the screen here. This is what you have with a FamZoo. So if you pay monthly, it's $5.99 per month. You pay every month. So this is where if you accept a monthly billing process, okay? And if you want to go, let's say you want to pay every 6 months, so twice a year. That's really the prepaid 6. That's what they call it, prepaid 6. And you can see that you are actually saving 27%. So this is kind of cool. So you are paying you can prepay $25.99 for 6 months. Really fantastic. If you go to prepaid 12, you are paying actually $3.33 per month, but this is billed annually. So here you are saving 44%. That's really fantastic. Okay, so you can prepay $39.99 for 12 months, and then you have the prepaid 24, where you are basically paying prepaying $59.99 for 24 months. So basically, you are having a biannual, like a biannual sort of billing process. Okay, not biannual. So the cool thing is that with this, you can actually save 58%. That's a lot of cash. So if you're interested, if you really believe it in the FamZoo sort of model, it's just better to pay, and you can afford it. It's just better to pay every 2 years. So you save a lot of cash. Okay. Remember that you always have one extra free month on all the plans. Okay. So on all the plans except the pay monthly. Pay monthly, you have 1 month free trial, but you do not have an extra free month. But on the prepaid 6, prepaid 12, or prepaid 24, you do have an extra free month. So that's really good, okay? So those savings are pretty significant. By signing up for the 12-month plan, for instance, you are saving you would pay $31 less over the year span than if you paid annually. So you can avoid paying to load money onto your family debit card by choosing bank transfers. However, if you choose to instantly transfer money from a digital wallet to your card, you'll be charged a 1% convenience fee, and cash reloads cost $4.95, and there is a fee of $3 to replace a card and $25 for express delivery. So how does FamZoo compare? Well, FamZoo has a ton of features and is priced fairly competitively, especially if you pay for multiple months upfront. However, it doesn't have a fee-free ATM network, and it doesn't pay any interest or cashback on your child's card transactions. So if either of those features are important to you, you might want to consider a different platform like Green Lights or Copper. Okay, this is really important to really think about that from that point of view. Also, let me really talk to you about the features here. When you think about FamZoo, what kind of features should you actually encounter this year? Can you consider this year? I think I've already explained to you that you only have 2 account types. Okay, IOU and prepaid card. I spoke to you about the pricing also. You also have there are some fees, some ancillary fees. So for instance, there is a card replacement fee, standard delivery $3, and express delivery $25. Okay, there is no APY on deposits. There's no cashback on debit card purchases. So this is kind of important. And in terms of money loading options, you have all kinds of possibilities. I've said this before, but I want to insist on that because it really gives you a layer of transparency into how FamZoo works. So if you can load money onto your FamZoo card through a bank transfer, direct deposit, pop money, cash, digital wallet, bank transfer, digital wallet, instant transfer. In terms of money loading speed, bank transfer, you're probably looking at 1 to 3 business days. For direct deposit, you have 1 to 5 business days. For pop money, you have 1 to 3 business days. So that's really good. For cash, it's really a minute. For digital wallet, bank transfer, 1 to 3 business days. For digital wallet, instant transfer, minutes. Okay. And in terms of money loading cost through FamZoo, bank transfer is free, always free, and always will be. Direct deposit is free. Pop money actually 95 cents. Cash, you have $4.95. Digital wallet, bank transfer is free. And digital wallet, instant transfer, this will set you back 1%. So the minimum here is 25 cents, and the maximum is actually $10. Okay, so that's really good from if you want to really think about it from a scalability point of view, fantastic. And there is no fee-free ATM network. And if you have any question, you can contact customer service today. Basically, the number is 1-412-326-9661. Let me repeat again. You have 1-412-326-9661. And so you do have a mobile app on iOS, and for iOS and Android. You have a web desktop account access, and you have promotions whereby you get up to two free months through FamZoo. So that's really good. Let me talk to you about the specs here. When you think about FamZoo, what kind of specs can you actually consider? How do you open an account? Let's talk about that. So signing up for FamZoo is kind of easy, pretty straightforward, nothing really complicated. And you can actually sign up for their service directly on the website. And the cool thing is that FamZoo is constantly sort of expanding its list of financial partners. So that's really good. As of today, FamZoo is also partnered with 10 to 20 top financial institutions and 200, let's say, financial institution in general. So your financial institution may also have special perks for signing up for FamZoo through them. So this is actually an opportunity to take advantage of those perks, okay? And so ask your financial institution, your bank, if they allow you to sign up for FamZoo with them. So you can ask also, by the way, you can ask your credit union. So that's kind of cool. The more, the better. And so, is it really worth it when you really think about it? So, FamZoo, is it really worth it? Well, it depends. If you have a family, if you care about financial literacy for your children, definitely FamZoo is worth it. Okay, I mean, we think FamZoo could work for your family if you want to track your children's spending hassle-free. No complicated spending spreadsheets or checkbooks involved. Okay, FamZoo is a nice and simple solution for helping your kids develop good money habits. So if you want to skip FamZoo because of the monthly fee, an alternative would be to go with a free checking account with your bank. The biggest challenge here, however, is that it may not be as easy to track the money going in and out of your child's account, right? So this is something to really think about. And secondly, in the FamZoo app, financial goals like saving and budgeting are easily visualized with attractive graphics so your kids immediately get the big picture of their finances. This helps them with their financial decision making. Your bank's checking account may not have this feature. On top of this, because FamZoo was created by a dad, the company has a family feel to it, and they offer excellent customer service. They even have a private online community where you can ask questions and interact with other parents working to teach their kids important money lessons this year. So before I close to this conversation, when you think about FamZoo, please just remember FamZoo is not a bank, okay? FamZoo is not a bank, so it's one of those things where do not think FamZoo is a bank. No, FamZoo is not a bank, but the funds in its card accounts are held with South State Bank, a member of FDIC Bank. So basically, if something were to happen, you'll be covered up to $250,000. So that's actually the limit when it comes to FDIC insurance. Does FamZoo allow kids to invest? No. FamZoo does not even allow you as a parent to invest on behalf of children. So FamZoo is strictly for money management, strictly for budgetary, let's say, guidance, but strictly about financial literacy, but in terms of how to really manage money, okay? So FamZoo does not allow kids to invest directly. Currently, the only way that parents can use FamZoo to teach kids about investing is to use an IOU or a prepaid account to mimic the movement of a particular stock or fund. And does FamZoo actually require a credit check? No. Neither your credit nor your child's credit will be checked. Okay, so that's really good because this is not a credit product, really. I mean, FamZoo is not really checking the credit product. And see, by the way, FamZoo is not even checking your check systems or your early warning systems or even your telecheck. So if you are having problems opening a bank account, FamZoo is not going to check that because FamZoo, once again, is not a bank, and they do not want to really encroach on the turf of traditional banks. And so, can you use a FamZoo for budgeting? Of course, but with limitations. FamZoo does allow families to create simple budget worksheets and share them with each other. However, it cannot automatically track how much you have spent in each budget category. This is not what it was built for. So just to kind of repeat, if you haven't gotten so far, FamZoo is really here to make sure that you are specifying clearly how you intend to teach money to your child. Okay, this is actually the interaction I want you to think about. This is where you have the value added of the tool. You want to teach money management to your child, and you want to really track things along the way. So that's really an important element. Nothing else through a FamZoo. So as a closure to this conversation, I spoke to you about FamZoo review to this conversation. I gave you the quick summary, the details, the features, the specs, and now the closure. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.